I tell you, Nicholas, he refuses to take any precautions. Our noble Lord, Henry of Navarre, will not believe that the Catholics are plotting to kill him.
That's so surprising. He's married to the king's sister. He must put on a show of trusting the Catholics.
Trust him? You know how far we can do that. You told him what that girl overheard?
Yes.
What did he say?
He refuses to pay any attention to a servant girl's story.
We must convince them. Nicholas, you're the man's secretary. Now speak to de Coligny again. Now
I've done what I can. Now we must wait until we find out something more. Or for the Catholics to make a move.
Their move is likely to be a knife in Navarre's back. What happened to that Englishman, Stephen?
He's gone back to the tavern to find his friend.
Excuse me, I wonder if... Landlord, has anyone asked for me?
What's that? Oh, it's you, monsieur.
The friend I was waiting for last night. Have you seen him?
Not today.
But didn't you return last night and leave a message?
I haven't seen your friend since you left with him at the curfew last night.
Not that friend. I'm looking for the old man, the one who was with me here yesterday morning. Well, he should have met me here last night. Look, he was wearing a large traveling cloak and carrying a silver-topped cane.
No one's been here. We're closed.
Not last night or this morning?
No. And I've got work to do. If you need help, go and ask it of your Huguenot friends.
For goodness sake, Gaston. It's quite likely we drew the wrong conclusion.
No, sir. The girl overheard the men talking about Vassy, and it would happen again before the week was up.
No, she didn't. She heard them mention the name Vassy. And then, just before she ran away, she heard them say it would happen before the week was out.
But what's the difference?
It's quite likely that the name Vassy had nothing to do with the massacre there. And the it was referring to something else entirely.
Look, Nicholas, you come.
Nicholas, I'm sorry to have to bother you again.
Don't worry. Antoine, bring another glass.
Yes, monsieur.
You, didn't find your friend?
No. I even went to the place where we were to leave from. There wasn't any sign of it.
Well, if he's fallen foul of the Catholics who roam about the streets, heaven help him.
Many of our followers are just as bad.
Nonsense.
Pay no attention to Gaston. Now, what can I do to help you?
Well, my friend went to the Porte Saint-Martin, as you know. I must try to find him there, but I'm afraid I can't remember your directions.
I'll come with you.
Thanks.
Before you go, I think you have a visitor.
Who?
Roger Colbert. Recently appointed temporal secretary to the Abbot of Amboise during his stay in Paris. I'll wager he's come to fetch the girl. An unexpected visit, Monsieur Colbert.
Nicholas Muss?
Yes?
Forgive me for calling on you like this, but I believe that yesterday you were put to some inconvenience by a servant from the household of the Abbot of Amboise.
Inconvenience?
I understand she overheard someone say something and was frightened by it. She ran away, and I hear that you kindly gave her refuge in the Admiral's kitchens.
And what could the abbot say that would frighten a servant so?
The abbot was not then in residence. She heard someone speak of Vassy, and I believe that she was there when that unfortunate business took place. She was frightened, I suspect, by her own memory, rather than by anything she heard.
And do they discuss the slaughter of Vassy so glibly?
People can talk of the town without referring to that. But surely, that is the very girl.
That girl?
Yes. Her name is Anne Chaplet. Allow me to take her with me.
Oh, no, you must be mistaken. That girl is called, Genevieve. And she's been working here ever since the Admiral came to Paris.
I see. Forgive me for troubling you.
That is the same man who followed my friend from the tavern.
You're sure?
I'm positive.
But what could the Abbot of Amboise want with your friend?
Well, well, well. The abbot has come himself. And all for the sake of a servant.
That's the doctor. That's the doctor talking to Roger Colbert. I must go to him. Thank you for all your help.
One moment. Yes? You say that man is your friend?
Yes.
And how long have you been working for the Abbot of Amboise? What?
The man talking to Colbert is the Abbot of Amboise. In what capacity do you serve him?
What are you talking about? But that man's the Police. Oh. It looked like the doctor. But if you're certain...
The certainty is that I don't like Catholic spies.
I'm no spy. Listen to me. I thought that man was the doctor. If you say it was the Abbot of Amboise, then I must be mistaken. Perhaps. Look, Nicholas, I can prove that the doctor looks like the abbot. Show me the ways of the Porte Saint-Martin. We'll go to the shop of Presla and the apothecary, and you'll meet the doctor.
And walk straight into a Catholic trap.
It's no trap. Nicholas, if I were a spy, would I be such a fool as to betray myself like this?
No, I take.
I think he may be telling the truth. I'll come with you.
Yes, so will I.
No, stay here. If I don't come back, go to the Admiral.
Look, you're mad!
I have to find out.
Come, monsieur. And for your sake, I hope we find your friend.
You say the abbot went to the house himself?
Yes, Marshal. He felt it was imperative to get the girl back.
The abbot's a fool. The girl's not important. She must have told the Huguenots all that she knows, all that she overheard. If they made anything of it, they'd have acted by now. All he's done is to arouse further suspicion.
He's an astute man in some ways. After all, without him, we wouldn't have got the help of Monsieur Bondo.
Bondo has yet to prove himself. Other assassins might do as well.
His Eminence the Cardinal trusts the abbot.
Yes, I'm not sure that I do. There's something odd about all this. Watch him closely, Simon. Make a note of everything he says or does and report it to me.
Yes, Marshal. There is another matter. Nicholas Muss is playing host to a young Englishman.
At Coligny's house? Who is he?
I don't know.
Perhaps our fine admiral is making secret overtures to the English.
It seems that he's a stranger to France.
All the more reason why Elizabeth of England should send him. Find out more about this Englishman. Go now and stay close to the abbot. And Simon, tell him I shall bring word later concerning the sea beggar.
Interested in the Dutch at last, Marshal Tavan?
Ah, Admiral de Coligny. I didn't hear you come in.
I hope you are looking into the plight of the unfortunate Dutch. The sea beggars, as you call them. A fight with Spain is a just one.
So you frequently tell us in council.
Your only quarrel with the Dutch is that they are Protestant and not Catholic.
That could also be the reason why you support them. But rest assured, Admiral, we are examining their claim for France.